Good morning Year 1 and welcome to our English lesson. Just want to start by saying how absolutely amazing your work has been. Me and Miss Chadwick and Miss French have been so pleased with everything that you've uploaded onto Teams. So carry it on, we can't wait to see everything you've put up there, and especially today I can't wait to see your English work. So today we're looking at character descriptions, and what I'd like us to look at first of all is what we would expect you to do by the end of this session. We want you to be able to write in sentences today. We want you to use full stops and capital letters, and so far we've seen that across the board. It's been absolutely amazing. We're looking today at using different adjectives. I'm just wondering if any of you remember what an adjective is. Can you tell your grown up at home what you think an adjective is? And if you're really clever, you could shout at the screen. I can see if I can hear you. Who can tell me what adjectives are? Well done, they are. They're describing words. Fantastic. And another thing we're working really hard on in Year 1 is using our phonics in our writing. It doesn't matter what sound you choose, but if you choose an E sound, an A sound, even if it's not always the right one, not a problem. We'll be so pleased. We're looking for you to use that phonics in your writing. So let's get started. Right, today we are going to do a character description from the book 3 Bags Full of Millie. So what you can do is you can work alongside me and I'll tell you when to pause the video, or you can wait to the very end and have a go at the work. It's up to you. If you want to work alongside me, pause the video now and get yourself a pencil, a piece of paper. Fabulous. Your first job, you can see what you need to do. You need to draw a picture of Millie. Now, sorry Miss Wrench's class, I'm not the best artist. My class obviously already know this, but if you hadn't guessed it, this is Millie the sheep. And I'd like you to draw a picture of Millie in the middle of your piece of paper. Now remember, this is what I always say to my class, not an art lesson, it's an English lesson. So do not worry about what Millie looks like. And if you don't want to draw Millie, if you're not that keen, you could just write her name in the middle so we know who we're describing. And in our first paragraph, our first bit of writing, we're going to think about what Millie looks like. So we're not going to think about her personality, we're just going to think about what she looks like. So we're going to look at Millie, and if you want to, you can go back to the PowerPoint from yesterday's session, and there is a picture of Millie there to help you, because I know mine's just a basic outline. So I grab my pen, and if I think about Millie here, I'm going to put here that I think she's got, what I could say, a woolly fleece. I think I'm going to go with, she's got a woolly fleece. Now, if you look at the PowerPoint, I don't know if I've got this in my drawing, but Millie, I think, has got a really long face. Okay. And here, she's got how many legs? 1, 2, she's got 4 legs. And when I think of a sheep, at the bottom, that we call it hooves, so we could always just add that word at the bottom. And I'm going to have black ears. Now you might want to add some extra detail that you see, but if I take my orange pen, you can see one of the challenges today was to use adjective describing words. What kind of fleece is it? It's a woolly fleece. Face, it's a long fleece. I've used colours, fabulous when you're thinking about a description, when you're thinking about adjectives. I've got black ears, and then I haven't used one here for hooves, but maybe you could add one in for me, help me out. So what we need to do then, we've got all our ideas, and our next job is to put those words into sentences. So I'm going to have a go at doing one. So I'm going to say Millie, because that's her name, and it's the start of a sentence, and it's somebody's name, so we have to make sure we've got a capital letter. Millie has I'm going to start with woolly fleece. And what colour is her fleece? I know that it's white. Millie has a white woolly fleece. E-E-E. What can you see? Fleece. There we are, perfect sentence. Millie has a white woolly fleece. Oh, I can hear some of you saying to me, Mrs. Kilshaw, we don't know it's the end of a sentence. And that's right, because you're correct. I need to pop a full stop at the end to show that that's the end of my sentence. Now, if you want to work alongside me, you could pause your video, have a go at your words, descriptive words, around your picture or word of Millie, and then have a go at writing 2 sentences, 3 sentences, I can imagine some of you 5 sentences about what Millie looks like, but I really want you just to focus on what Millie looks like, okay? Well, if you have had a go at that alongside me, let's have a look at my one and let's see what your one's like compared to it. So I wrote, Millie has a white woolly fleece. She has a long face with 2 black ears. Her hooves are black and she has 2 toes. That was my description of what Millie looks like. We're now going to go on to think about our next paragraph because we're such fabulous writers in year 1. So the next paragraph, let's have a look at what we're going to think about. We are going to have a look about what is Millie like. And when I say that, I'm thinking about what's her personality like? What is she like as a character in that story? And sometimes when you're doing that, you think to yourself, would you like to be friends with Millie? And that question helps you come up with a way of describing her, whether it's a positive description because they're very kind and helpful, or if it's quite a negative description, there might be a baddie in the story. But Millie in this story is definitely, if I come up with this word here, Millie is definitely kind. Now, what we need to do to kind of improve our writing and help our writing is to think of different words that we can use to, that all mean kind, because we don't want to just go, she's kind. Millie is kind because she plays with her friends. Millie is kind because she gives away her wool. Millie is kind because she doesn't step on flowers. That writing could become a bit boring. So I've got a special guest. She's going to help us. Now remember, I think she might be sleeping. I'm just going to go and check. You look at this, let me go and check on her. Shh. Hi, Granny. Oh, she was sleeping. Of course she was sleeping. Now, Granny, we need your help today. This is Granny Fantastic if you're in Miss French's class. I'm not sure if you have a granny like us, but this is Granny Fantastic, and what my class will tell you, the one thing they know about Granny, she's old. She's old. Very old. Now, the good thing about being really old is she knows so many fabulous words. So Granny, we need your help today. No, I think they are listening. You go and have a look to see if they're listening. Yeah, they're always talking. No, they'll be fine. Right, come on, let's go. Granny, we've got the word kind. We want to think of other words for year 1 to make their writing even better that mean kind. Can you tell me some, please? Oh, I think she's having a think. Let me see. Oh, good one. She said loving. That's another word for kind. Right, thanks, Granny. Any others? Thoughtful. I like that. So we've got loving. We've got thoughtful, friendly, great. You know what, when you say these words, I think of year 1. Oh, gracious. Now that is a very nice word. I like that word. Oh, and considerate. So we've got loving, thoughtful, friendly, gracious, and considerate. Thank you, Granny. They are great words. And I think today our challenge could be to see if we could use any of those in our writing. You can have a lie down now. No, I think they're going to do some great writing. Granny said what she's going to do is she's going to come home with me and she's going to look at your writing tonight. She's going to see how amazing you are. Okay, Granny, you can have a rest. Shh. Say bye-bye. See you soon. She might see you tomorrow. Right. Thank you, Granny. So let's have a think. They're the words that Granny has given us. She's given us loving. She's given us thoughtful. She's given us friendly. And I really like this word. She's given us gracious. And she's given us considerate. Now Now you may have known those words, but there might be some new words in there as well, and that's what's so great about reading. If you read lots and lots of different books, you'll come up with all these different words that you might not have heard of, and we can use in our writing. And I think today that should be a bit of a challenge to see if we can add something new in our writing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think to myself, which of those words could I use when I'm describing Millie? And now I'm thinking about what's she like as a person. Is she a kind person? How was she kind? What examples can I use? So I'm going to take these words, because I want to use them. So I'm going to take them off, and I'm going to have a go at seeing if I can use them in a sentence. So if I just go to my next page, I'm going to have a go at writing a sentence. Now, when we're starting our writing, we're thinking about who we're talking about, and we know we're talking about Millie, so that's so easy for me to do my sentence opener, because I'm going to write Millie is. And when I think about the story that we've read about Millie, there's some words I can definitely take, because I really like friendly in that. So I'm going to write friendly, and I think I might use another one. So I use the connective and, so Millie is friendly and, oh, sorry there, too many pens. And, so Millie is friendly and I'm going to go with thoughtful, because what she did for her friends was thoughtful. So Millie is friendly and thoughtful, and it's not just to her best friend. I think we know from that story that Millie is friendly and thoughtful to all of her. I might even, should I put friends? I'm going to try friends, but I could put up to all of the animals, because I bet for Millie it doesn't matter if she knows I'm friendly with them, but we'll stick with friends. Millie is friendly and thoughtful to all her friends. I just really want to use this word, considerate. When I think about the story, and I go back through the PowerPoint in my mind of that story, I remember that at the very, very beginning, it was before she'd given her wool away, she was really thoughtful about all the environment around her, so she didn't want to tread on the flowers. So I'm going to use that word considerate there. I'm going to say, capital letter, she is also, add emphasis, oops, remember to sneak a letter in, is also considerate of the flowers in the field. So I've got all my ideas there. Millie is friendly and thoughtful to all of her friends. She is also considerate of the flowers in the field. Now, if you're working alongside me, why don't you pause it now and have a go at writing a few sentences about Millie and what she's like as a person. So our first paragraph was a description of what she looked like, and our next paragraph is a description of her character, her personality. So you pause the video and have a go and come back to me, and let's compare our work. So I'll see you shortly. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if we can compare it to mine. I bet yours is better. You're such good writers in year one. So this is how I had to go at it. I put Millie is friendly and thoughtful to all her friends. She is also considerate of the flowers in the field. I think Millie would be a good friend because she shares her wool and makes sure everyone is happy and warm. And I stole the idea of an exclamation mark off you. I was marking your work on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and I saw lots of you who'd put an exclamation mark in your writing about the snowman, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And I stored that in my mind, and I've remembered it, and I've stolen it and used it, so thank you very much. Now, when you've had a go at this, please upload it onto Teams, so me and Miss Wrench, it will be today, can have a look at it. We absolutely love looking at your writing and to see what you've got up to in class. It's me doing English again tomorrow, so I will see you tomorrow for our next session, and I hope you enjoy doing your activity today. I'll see you soon.